Today I'm researching the shoebox murder. It took place in Wallingford, Connecticut, right by the Wallingford-Cheshire line, so I'm gonna look that up real quick.
In this location was the very first Wallingford cold case, here at the border from Wallingford to Cheshire, near Sheridan Drive. It was August 8th, 1886, and Edward Turrell was walking his dog through this very trail that separated the Wallingford and Cheshire border in Connecticut. What made this special was whilst he was walking his dog, he found a shoebox. The shoebox had a very, very unique aroma that emitted from it, and the dog was going crazy. Although, because of the stench, Edward didn't want to examine this box by himself. So, instead he went home and he acquired 2 other friends, so there was 3 people with him. Meaning that Edward Turrell, his brother Joseph Turrell, and Joseph Sampson were all together when they found the severed torso within a 30 by 12 inch shoebox.
Brendan, hello.
Hello, Adam.
We're here today to talk about the shoebox murder mystery case.
Yes.
Tell me more.
So this was the very first cold case in Wallingford. It dated all the way back to 1886, and to me, I think it's very fascinating because the killer and the one who was killed was never figured out.
Yeah, that's when I looked over this case, that's what stuck out to me as well, because usually during with cold cases you either have a typically it's the suspect, the murderer, who's not found. In this case, we have no clue who was killed either.
Yeah.
We just know there was definitely somebody killed. And do you want to talk me through more like how it actually happened?
All right. So it was August 8th, 1886. A man, he was walking his dog, and essentially he saw this box, 30 by 12 inches, just about, shoebox. Meant to store more shoes, I'd assume.
Okay, I was going to say 30 by 12. This seems like a pretty big shoe.
Yeah, I think it was just shoes in general.
Shoes,
instead
okay,
of like
shoes
a
box.
shoe rack.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the dog was like hunting for berries. The dog was freaking out over this aroma that came from the box. So obviously, Turrell was like, okay, I'm gonna take a step back now. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get 2 of my buddies.
Okay.
So he gets his brother and his friend, both named Joseph Turrell, Joseph Sampson, and they all go over to the box.
Okay.
So upon opening the box, there was a torso, just a torso, a severed torso.
Nothing else.
Wrapped in, I believe it was tarp, and like roof tarp.
So when you say torso, like no legs.
Yeah, arms, legs, head severed, just completely elsewhere.
Okay, elsewhere. I like how you put that. That's funny.
I mean, they were
Hopefully elsewhere. Yeah.
They were allegedly found. A few weeks later, they found they found arms and legs also wrapped.
Those usually go with torsos.
The legs, the arms, and the head were missing, and they stayed missing up until about a few weeks later, where the legs and arms were found decomposing, wrapped around in tarp. Although there was no way to determine if these arms and legs belonged to the person. We assumed that maybe it does, due to the fact that it was wrapped in the same thing that was wrapped with the torso. Additionally, there was powder and cotton stuffed inside of the torso, and upon examination, it seemed that the person, who is unidentified and will remain unidentified, was apparently poisoned, and around the age 20 to 40, weighing roughly 175 pounds.
There was no direct, because there was no DNA testing at the time, so they couldn't really they couldn't say that it was the person, but you could imagine. But there's no head. They never found the head.
Oh, that's the missing piece here. I see. That's the most important piece too.
Is it now?
Well, I think so. I mean, that's
what about the heart?
The heart.
The heart. What really got me interested was the fact that it seemed like Wallingford didn't really acknowledge the shoebox murder afterwards.
Yeah, I didn't know it existed until you brought this to me.
And it was like across the media at the time. Like it was everywhere on newspapers. It went on the New York Times, and that went everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Everybody was talking about it. And upon looking up now what's called Shoebox Road, which I don't even know if you could call it that, because Shoebox Road showed up with like maybe 1-2 results ever, and it
So
all
wait,
related to the case.
what is Shoebox Road? Is that where it happened?
Yeah, that's
Did
where
they name it after the?
Yeah.
I really wasn't far off from when I looked it up.
You were not far off.
That's crazy.
Because that's originally where we thought it would be, right there. And that's not so far from our Shoebox Road.
Upon looking at the maps, you couldn't really see it being labeled as Shoebox Road.
So did the town officially name it Shoebox Road? Do you know?
I mean, the latest appearance, to my knowledge, that I've seen of it being labeled as Shoebox Road was an alternative name to a road called Sharon Drive. Okay. All right, so in 1999, on the Wallingford map, there was listed a street called Shoebox. And so, for some reason, it isn't a known street name anymore. Instead, it's just Sharon. And Sharon Drive would be the area that was called Shoebox as well. There was a slash, so it could be either or. Now, right here, I got the phone number for the contact of Department of Transportation, and I am going to call this number up, and I am going to see if we can get any answers from these questions.
Oh wait, Office Communications.
Oh my god.
I don't think it's the Office of Communications.
No, try it.
It's I think it's contact us.
No, they'll send you.
It didn't work.
594.
Connecticut Department of Transportation Office of Communications.
Is not available.
Operation Call CT Dot. Mission failed. Although, this won't be the last time you heard of us trying to contact CT Dot, probably. We'll get you eventually.
So was it on like an official document that it was like Sharon Drive, or AKA Shoebox Road or something, or was it?
It was found labeled that on a 1999 Wallingford map archive, and that's about the only thing where it's documented as Shoebox Road.
That's a town called Sharon. Go to Route 68, or go to Church Street on Route 68. Church, please.
It's near the bottom because like over here is like my neighborhood and stuff, so it's kind of like at that 4-way stop. It's down over here.
Yeah, Shoebox Road is right here.
Alright, so can you zoom into Shoebox?
One lane road, so it's like
Yeah, there it is up there. Shoebox Road. Near Cheshire, it said. Well, point is, it wasn't official.
I see.
It just went around, and I think people tried making it official, or
So people just kind of started talking, like calling it Shoebox Road.
Yeah.
The road where the shoebox thing
and
happened.
then when you're told to place where Shoebox Road is, nobody knows where to place it down. Some people usually just point to the Parker Farms district. That's it.
Interesting.
Upon researching, there was an image that was provided.
Yeah.
That obviously was low quality, so I put it through Google reverse image search.
Okay.
So I put it in there, and it traces to 2 websites. One, the one I was already on, and then the second one, which is like a PDF file of just like 30 pages of Wallingford stuff of like construction. And upon looking at that map, and like those documents, I could see that there was a specific place that was around the same area of Sharon Road.
Yeah.
It was more near a wooded area.
Okay.
And it was close to the border of Wallingford and Cheshire.
Okay.
And it was like directly like that street close to the Cheshire border. So
Yeah.
I think it was something that was found in Wallingford, but it doesn't necessarily mean it happened in Wallingford.
Really? So you think it could have technically happened in Cheshire?
It could have happened as far as Massachusetts, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Upon examination by officers, they realized that the box was produced in, I believe, Massachusetts or New York, or both, manufactured. And so, because of that, people were suspecting, like, did Bo kill somebody and like move the box?
That's a turn of events.
And
it would have been a long ways to transport that though.
Exactly.
That changes everything because you're suggesting it might the suspect or the victim may not have even been from Wallingford. Well, is the case open? Do you know if the case is still considered open or not?
I think.
Please hold.
Okay. I'm on hold.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Hi, Kurt.
Hello. I'm calling from the WPAA-TV station on South Orchard Street. I just had a few questions. I'm doing research on a old case.
Are you looking for information to acquire it, or?
I just had a few questions.
I mean, how old is the case, and what is the case
So
revolve around?
the case is the shoebox murder, and it happened in 1886, I believe.
Yep, I'm not the one to speak to. You might want to put in a request to the lieutenant, just so. He's, unfortunately, the lieutenant is out at the academy doing firearm training this week, so he won't be in. But maybe if you want to at least put in a written request, I should say. That way when he comes back, he can see it. And I mean, of course, you can certainly call him, but put all your information down, what you're kind of looking for, and such, and I'm sure he'll get back to you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Because okay, here's the thing: is when I was doing preliminary research, I saw one article that said, "Oh, this case is still open," but I wasn't able to find anything else that was like.
Yeah, it's like obviously it's still open.
Well, because nobody knows it's a cold case. Nobody knows.
But you're not gonna get anywhere.
Is the
with
state
it.
of Connecticut, is Wallingford, still trying to figure it out? Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, do you think that there is hope to figure out who?
If you get the DNA, but what
Yeah.
are they gonna try to get the DNA from the stained blood on the shoebox?
I mean, if they still have it, that's the real question. I think
there is an image of the shoebox that I do not know is allegedly the shoebox. I don't know if it's a replica. I don't know if it's the actual box.
I see.
I did find the suspect catalog.
Tell me about that, please.
There was a bunch of suspects listed, but there was one that stood out to me, and not just because his last name was Morris, he was in the Morris family. But Frank Henry Morris Jr. was a helper for his father at a glass manufacturer place. And one day, 3 years prior to the shoebox murder, the place got burnt down.
Okay.
In an act of arson, which was committed by the father and the son.
Both of them.
The father was an accomplice.
So it's the son's idea.
Oh yeah.
I see.
Yeah,
and why?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
He just did it.
He just did it.
I mean,
he did
some people are like
did
that.
it, and
I
then
guess.
he pleaded not guilty.
So really?
Yes.
And so what did the town? I'm assuming the town found him guilty.
Actually, no.
No.
No. Yeah.
Did he get away with it?
He did. Yeah. So, in my notes, it says, in March of 1886, a young man by the name Frank H. Morse was brought to trial. Mm-hmm. He was charged with arson for setting a series of fires at the building in Wallingford that his father owned and used as a glass factory. Many of the people in the town speculated that they deliberately set the fires to collect their $1,300
Well, there you go.
of insurance policy.
Well, that's a lot back then, yeah.
$1,300?
Yeah. So 1886, that's a lot of money.
Because some believe the two crimes were connected,
Mm-hmm.
the shoebox murder and the arson, and people believe that someone maybe have been killed for failing to make the fires appear accidental. So people theorized that maybe the real arsonist was killed, or somebody with.
Oh, that's so interesting.
that.
So he was. So they're thinking that maybe an accomplice of the arson, the fires,
Yeah,
who wasn't identified previously,
yeah, but kind of like messed up.
And got killed for it.
Yeah.
And so these guys got away with acts of arson.
Yeah.
And murder.
Yeah, maybe.
Then you will arrive at your destination.
There's a blue house over there. That's cool.
Okay. So this is it.
Oh, okay.
You guys have any idea of where to look?
We could ask to use somebody's backyard, because this house right here,
Oh, that's where it's divided.
yeah, that's the divide thing.
I mean,
What do you mean by that?
Like, that's the town line.
Okay, so what, we're technically in Cheshire now?
No, once you
them.
cross that line back there,
Oh, okay.
then yeah. So we could ask to see if we could go in their backyard really quick, or something like that.
Yeah, that could be a good thing. If this,
Because why? Where are you thinking as far as a spot is?
well, he was hunting for berries, so I'd assume that it would be on that rigid line. And the fact that the location wasn't actually like placed down, but it said that it was near Sharon Drive. I believe that it was probably
Oh, it was near Sharon Drive?
yeah.
But like behind Sharon Drive is what
Yeah.
it meant, like actually meant to say.
The location was unmarked. There probably is a way to get there just by walking. Let's go down here
That way?
because there definitely is an area we can just walk by. We're at Sharon Drive, which is the location of the very first Watford cold case. Yeah, we can
If
walk.
you look back there,
We can walk straight through that.
we just need permission. Look, they're home right here. Let's ask them. Say you're doing like a documentary TV show thing. They'll say yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I have a question for you. So we wanted to walk past on the right side of the fence to record a little thing. Is that okay?
So what do you want to do? Walk past there?
Yeah, walk past the
Want to
fence.
go in the woods?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Perfect. All right.
I wasn't coming out because of you. I was coming to get the mail.
All right.
Perfect timing.
So this is the line. I'll just stand like in.
No, we gotta go. Actually, we gotta go in. Actually,
Oh, you want to go in
look,
there?
there's a trail right here.
Perfect.
I find this like I said at the beginning, this story is very interesting because
Yeah. Because they all Wallingford's a small place, so they all had
Yeah.
like ties with people.
and so they would have known if somebody went missing or died or whatever.
There was an alleged missing persons case that they alluded to,
Okay.
which didn't end up being the victim because he came back a few days later. So yeah.
You think he came back to clear it all up and be like, guys?
He didn't even
by
know.
The way,
He was out like out on a trip or something.
Oh, he just forgot to tell everybody.
Yeah, and then another guy was suspect because he was like a blacksmith or like maybe a butcher or something. He was a big muscular guy, but bro was walking with like blood on him one
Why
day.
was he doing that?
in the field? With which had connections because he was a past employee. He had connections to the person at the glass
Oh my
manufacturer
God.
factory.
Because why wasn't? That doesn't make sense. Now I'm thinking it's him.
It was just like you have like the lightheadedness. You're just laying down all the time.
Oh, so he's like bedridden or whatever.
Something like that. Yeah, bedridden.
Oh.
And he was just too
That's such honestly good for him. Good, I'm glad he could clear his name. Because imagine otherwise.
All right. Where did the trail go?
Trail disappeared. Go straight back. All right, so our location right now, we're on the Wallingford Cheshire line. Brendan will tell you more about it.
So this is the divider from Wallingford to Cheshire, and what makes this important is that this division line actually is where the location of two known places are. That obviously being Sharon Drive, but also there was another location that was past the Cheshire line, and that one.
That was like Talhoun or something.
Yeah.
Talon something. I don't know.
Do you think we should go further down?
We can go to that open spot right there. Or do you want to stay right here? I don't care.
I mean, we could walk more. I think it's fun, to be honest. Farmland?
I don't think there's any farming land over here.
Is that like
I could be wrong though.
I can't tell what it is.
Some sticks.
Oh wait, this is the road where that power line was.
Oh yeah. So not right now. We're not in the Cheshire line right now. Then, once we get to the open field, we're in the Cheshire line.
So what's next for you in your investigation of this?
To be honest, we tried to figure out an exact area.
Yeah.
We ended up finding the power lines that matched the photo.
Oh.
Or
okay.
at least what looked like it would match the photo.
Yeah.
Okay, so we gotta
Wow.
analyze. What's
Right now, we're in the area of the shoebox murder case, and we're going to continue following this trail, which will bring us to the power lines that we saw in one of the photos presented on the dock.
pretty much here?
Although, for the most part, we found some things like the general area, but other than like the area radius being like too much, like neighborhoods of an area radius,
Oh,
like
wow. So you need to narrow it down, is what you're saying.
yeah,
You need to
and,
find the spot.
We got it narrowed down so far. I mean, yeah, sure, the box is in a different state, and sure, they're on the border, so it probably wasn't even in Wallingford. It could have been in Cheshire.
Yeah.
Maybe not either of them.
Yeah.
Maybe it could have been in Massachusetts.
Now, there is a bit of like eeriness that surrounds the area, knowing that there was a murder that took place. But more importantly, I'm more fixated on the fact that the exact precise location of the shoebox is like undocumented. And that clearly shows that it was within this wooded area. And I think that it's important to note that Sharon Drive was titled Shoebox Road as well for a little bit. The latest date that, to my knowledge, was found for Shoebox Road being documented as Shoebox Road was 1999 from an old Wallingford map. But within the border of Wallingford that goes to Cheshire, I think it's very important to notice that the shoebox murder happened, the body was dismembered, and the identities were never found for the perpetrator nor for the victim. And it remains today the very first and one of the most infamous Wallingford Code cases.
Everything just goes in circles, and that's what I think that's the number one reason why this is a cold case.
I see.
Because at the end of the day, yeah, it happened a while ago, but they didn't really go to like lengths to make sure that everything was documented.
Yeah, I see. And
alibis were barely documented. I was lucky to even find the news report from Edward Terrell himself.
Yeah.
And without that, I wouldn't know that he was walking his dog to get berries.
Yeah.
He said it himself. But then, even then, headlines and newspapers printed it differently.
It's impressive the amount of work you've done to get here.
Yeah.
In terms of the research and stuff, but you still have got a long way to go to solve the case. Is that what you want to do?
Maybe.
Maybe. I like it keeping your expectations realistic. That's funny.
Yeah, I'm keeping them realistic because